What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Powell Farm. Today we got something cool for you. Oh, hey, check this out. Is that a turkey vulture or a big raven? I don't know. This big old bird's been circling our home for a while now, and it's black. I think it's a goddamn turkey vulture!
A burger.
A turkey burger?
Yeah.
Oh, those are for hippies.
Not real bad.
Not real bad?
Yes, it tried to bite. I ran away.
It tried to bite. He run away. You must run! Oh, it's coming! Well, I'm gonna wait until that large bird of prey decides to go away so that I can get out my bird. We gotta mow the lawn. This grass grows so freaking fast. Why do I feel like I keep rhyming? Sterling and I gotta mow the giant lawn, and then we're gonna feed Carol something new. And I'll tell you why, but let's mow the lawn first. Love our UPS guy. Okay, mowing the lawn took much longer than I thought. Man, oh, my lens is so dirty. Whew. It's covered in grass. So the plan today is to feed Carol something new. Now, I wish I had filmed the last time that I went and I got a beef heart, man. That thing, it blew me away. The size of it, just the anatomy, everything was so cool. And I wish I had made a video of it because it was like pretty interesting to see, like, is a hawk going to eat this? Now, there's things that I know people can feed their hawks, and a beef heart was one of them. And I'm just assuming that what we're gonna feed her is gonna be okay. This isn't something like, I didn't like go out of my way to like find something weird to feed my hawk. I went to the butcher the other day to get a beef heart, and they didn't have any. They were out, and so I was like, shoot, well, she's hungry, I want to get her something. So I got a beef tongue, right? It's like pretty much the same thing. I can't imagine why it'd be, I don't know, why she couldn't eat it. Obviously, it's probably not super ideal, mainly because it's big and it's gross, but I don't think Carol's gonna mind one bit, and I think it's still gonna be good nutrition for her. Girl. So Carol is molting right now, and that's why we had a decrease in videos there for a little bit, because I wanted to give her a good chance. You're so loud. I wanted to give her a chance to sort of just focus on molting and not be bothered by too many free flights and things like that. And it was also early springtime, and these hawks have a tendency to want to fly off and find a mate in the early spring. Now that it's closer to summer, gonna be a nice girl? Yeah, it's a good girl. I know. Now that it's closer to summer, she's gonna be more likely to stick around here, I think. Well, she lost a good couple feathers, so. The molt is a time in a hawk's life where they shed their feathers and they grow new feathers, kind of like a snake shedding its skin and growing new skin, but it only happens once a year. Very important for young birds like Carol. This is her first year. She's a year old, so they typically have really poofy plumage their first year, and it's meant to sort of protect them, but it's not the best for flying. So it protects them from predators or from clumsy flying. So it's important that she grows new, fresh, healthy feathers, which will aid her in hunting this fall. She'll be able to fly and maneuver a little bit better. So that's why I want to feed a really varied diet. And so far this week, she's had quite the varied diet. If you check a couple videos back, I fed her some starlings that we had found in the barn, and then she actually got a lizard on her own. I didn't just give it to her. And that was pretty gnarly, so check out that video. It's the video where we built the enclosure. So I'm gonna go get this beef tongue, look at it, and it's nasty. So Carol's molt is really in full swing now. I just did a quick kind of walkthrough of her enclosure, and there's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 feathers. For the past couple weeks, I've been lucky to find 1 a week, maybe, and I was really collecting them. This is like a massive amount. I was actually starting to get a little bit worried that maybe like they weren't coming out fast enough, but this is a good sign. This is a really good sign to see these feathers this time of year. I'm sure normally throughout the year it wouldn't be a good sign to see a bunch of feathers in here, but this is good. These are all immature feathers that she's going to lose and grow new, healthy, fresh feathers, because the feathers get kind of beat up over time, you know? Stay there, Carol. Don't you fly at me. I'm going to go get that tongue, and Desiree is going to be excited to see these feathers. So if I wasn't a falconer, it would be illegal for me to own these feathers, and it's illegal for me now to sell these feathers or give them away to anyone that's not a falconer, or to use them for anything that's not falconry related. There are loopholes for that for Native Americans. But, so just to answer any of those questions, I cannot send any of these out. As much as I'd love to, like, these would be awesome giveaways. Carol feathers, you know, I can't do it. It'd be illegal. Hey, Des.
Yeah.
You gotta see these feathers that I got from Carol. Cool those are.
Beautiful.
They are beautiful.
It's in the washer.
Woman! Oh, it's humongous. Let's give this thing a try, man. It is so gross. Oh, it's so gross looking. Ooh, yuck. Can you believe people eat that? Look at just the texture. This is like from a butcher. It's like organic grass-fed beef. And it's actually pretty expensive. It's not like it's not like I like went cheap and I just wanted to get some like garbage meat to feed her. It's food grade. That doesn't necessarily mean that like food grade stuff for humans is always safe for birds. So I don't want to set a bad example. This is purely just because I didn't have any other resources. This was the only butcher that was open, and that's the only thing they had. A couple weeks ago, I fed her a rabbit from a butcher, and that was awesome. A great source of protein for her, but unfortunately rabbits are super lean, and you can actually starve your bird even if you're feeding them like large amounts of rabbit. So I only did that for a short while. This is what I ended up getting, so this is what we're trying, and I don't really think there's a big issue with it. Hopefully not. We know the falconry community though. We know somebody's gonna be butthurt, so we'll see what happens. I should have gloves. I always keep this emergency box with me. It's from Outer Limit Supply, and it's like a trauma kit, and it's got everything. This thing is sweet, so if I ever roll up on a car accident, I'm trying to see if they have gloves, or if I have any gloves left. Perfect, got some gloves. We will be good to go. Now you guys know, if you ever see me on the trail or in the streets, packing all the medical supplies you'll ever need. Gunshot wounds, we can do anything. Okay, we could even feed a hawk a beef tongue. So glad I have these. Let's get this thing out of here. I'm excited. Oh, it feels rough, like a tongue. Oh, humongous. Oh my gosh. Dude, look at that. Oh my god. That's so wild. Oh, it's so crazy feeling. Dude, I gotta get Des out here to feel this thing. Look at that. It smells like bad breath. That got me. Oh, that got me good. Wow, okay. I don't see anything wrong with it aside from it's just grossness. I wish you guys could feel it. It feels, one way it's perfectly smooth. It feels like a shark, like shark scales. So I'm gonna cut some slices off so we can actually free fly Carol today. And then I I think I'm just gonna give her like a massive chunk of it, you know, or just let her feed on it and see what she does to it. Because I don't think I really want to feed this too much, just because it's so gross to work with. Can you believe people eat this? I don't know, I just thought this would be interesting. There's something like satisfying about like cutting up different meats. Maybe I'm like a serial killer. I don't know, maybe I'm like some kind of sociopath or a psychopath. I just think it's like, it's really interesting, you know, every meat is different. That beef heart was so cool. You can see like all the ventricles and veins in it. So this is like, see in there, underneath that, that's like real good meat. And there's not a lot of fat on this at all. I don't see why this wouldn't be an excellent source of food for her. And if she likes it, maybe I'll just keep feeding this in variation, you know? It's like, got like a real rough, thick feel to it. This has got to be like a really tough steak if you were to cook this up. Well, I mean, Carol just pretty much swallows everything whole. It's not like she's going to chew it. Oh, that's so weird. That thing is thick. Their tongue is like, I had no idea their tongue was so rough. So one thing with red-tailed hawks, I know it's okay to feed them beef. I know beef heart is fine. You could even do like steak, although that just wouldn't really be like a good use of your resources. You can do pheasant, quail, rodents like mice and squirrels, those types of things. That's all good. But one thing with red-tailed hawks, you cannot feed fish, or at least it's not suggested to feed fish. I don't see any sign of that other bird, whatever it was. It was big. I'm pretty sure it was a turkey vulture, although they normally have like a kind of a red face. I didn't see that, but I don't see any sign of it. I took the leash off of Carol, so she can free fly right now, and she's just waiting on her perch. There's a good bit of wind here. You do want to watch out when it's windy like this. They can just catch a current and just take off and end up, you know, hundreds of thousands of feet up in the air. I'll go ahead and stuff this in my bag, and we'll get her going. She's been quite reliable, actually. Just historically speaking, with Carol, I haven't really had any major scares. I did have a scare at one point. Even the other day, with her new enclosure, I didn't quite have the latch working well, and the wind blew the door open, and she had been out for about an hour, and we were like, "Where's Carol?" We were freaking out, and my friends helped me look for her, and she was just sitting in a tree up there just waiting for me. I put my hand up, and she came right back after an hour of being outside. So that just shows you how reliable the bond is that we've built with her. Now the next thing to do is just get her, you know, tuned into hunting. We had got her really late in the season, and she wasn't quite trained up. I wasn't certified in time to really get her into hunting at the prime of the season, and so we had a very short season, only made a few attempts. Uh-oh, we got a raven here. Big ravens trying to mob her. Maybe that's what that was. Let's see if he circles back. There's two of them now. God damn it. That thing's huge. Alright, they took off pretty quick. She screeched at him. Alright, let's give this a shot. Little beef tongue tidbit. See if she likes it. Oh, yes. She didn't even hesitate at all. Good girl. That was great. You want to fly somewhere? You want to go somewhere? You go up on the house, huh? You get it? Mm-hmm. Sweet. There she goes. That's so cool. So
It
nasty.
smells disgusting.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it's so sick. Should I just give her the whole thing?
I don't know, you're the falconer.
Well, I'm just gonna hold on to it and let her eat off it.
That is disgusting.
It's so, look at that. It's like Venom's tongue.
Put it up to your face.
Come down at me. Ugh, smells. It's so stinky. She's ready for it. You ready? You filming? Okay. She's like, what is that?
Carol knows what's good. That is not good.
I can't believe she's not coming right for it.
Fuck no.
Where that? See that big bird circling above her?
Yeah.
What is that?
Might be another falcon.
It's not a falcon. That's a turkey vulture.
Goddamn turkey vultures.
It's something big. I don't know what that is. They're out there though. It smells the meat. Come on, Carol. It's those big birds are bugging her. Oh, see that thing? You see it?
Yeah.
They must nest by here because that's huge. That's like a big old freaking.
There's a bunch of them.
It's a turkey vulture. They're huge. And it's totally interrupting my show. Oh, she's not interested at all now. Watching me. It's more likely to land on my hand than her.
It's a raven, I think.
That's too big.
No, we have giant ravens over here.
It had a big red face. It's a turkey vulture.
Oh.
It's gotta be a turkey vulture. She wouldn't care so much. If two ravens
Here she comes.
came and splashed at her, and she didn't
Here she
give a
comes.
shit. Whoa. Well, that wasn't how I planned it to go, but those turkey vultures freaked her out.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, well.
Also, I think Carol's just too smart to eat that. Yeah.
I think so. I think she's gonna take it right out of my hand. It wouldn't be super uncommon for a hawk like Carol to come across a meal this size and then pick at them until they're full and then leave them and come back for more later. She might try to carry it off into a tree or something, which I don't want her to do. I tied her leash over to my pouch so she can't get away, because she'll have this instinct to go take it up to a tree to protect it, and we don't want that. See, there she tried it. It's okay, girl, just eat it. With those turkey vultures that were flying around, she's a little nervous. Alright, so I put Carol back. There you have it, guys. She will eat a beef tongue. I don't know if I'll do that again, but it worked. So, like, worst case scenario, if that's all we can find, it's something that works. Ah, Bodie, no. Not for you. but kind of gross. But I don't really see it being much different at all than beef heart. It was just kind of tougher and not as easy to work with. So, but hey, it's doable, and she seemed to like it. Somewhere I read that if your bird is willing to eat it, it's probably going to be okay for them in moderation. So I definitely believe in feeding her like a really varied diet. I think like a little bit of pretty much most anything, not fish, nothing rotten or anything like that. But you know, as long as she's got a really good varied diet, that's what's important. There's a few other things like pigeons can carry herpes virus in their brain and their gut. And so some falconers will still feed pigeons and they'll just like cut the heads off or like pull the crop out. I just haven't messed with that, and I don't know that I would risk that. Beef tongue, I don't really see there being any like worms or really diseased or any more bacteria than anything else. I can't see anything wrong with it. You know, I thought about it for a long time. If you disagree, let me know kindly in the comment section. I'm sure there's people with opinions out there, and I'd love to hear them. I'm open to it. What I found since starting this falconry journey is that falconers seem to be strongly opinionated, and that's totally fine so long as you're like polite and kind, and that's cool. I'm learning this as I go, and so if I'm making mistakes, I'm open to hearing about them and what they are, so I don't mind it. Plus, hey, it drives engagement, and then I only benefit from you complaining, so I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, I'm open to it, so let me know. What do you guys feed your birds? Have you ever tried feeding cow's tongue? Do you vary the diet? Do you try random different things just to see what works? Let me know in the comment section below. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these falconry videos, make sure you hit the thumbs up button to let me know so that I can keep cranking out falconry related content and keep Carol in here. I want to start doing things with other birds, not personally working with other birds, but looking at other birds and showing other falconers and starting to get more involved as I learn more about the sport. I want to just stay involved and continue to grow and learn in it. So let me know that you're interested in seeing that kind of stuff, and I'll share that kind of stuff. So thank you so much for watching. Get some work done this week, but don't forget to live.